Hello everybody, welcome to another day of Cosmoteer. I do apologize for all my audio issues in my previous episodes. I've been trying to make it so it's as best as I can. Hopefully right now I've tweaked the audio just to where I want to be. I don't think I'm going to change it much more. I think it's at a good point where I want it to be now. So, here we go. Let's clear out this asteroid field because I'm still not done with it. Oh, there was one other thing. There was just a video just before this, which is Cosmoteer Engineering. So I actually do want to load in my other previous ship, which is going to be this one right here. And we're going to literally take everything from it, which is going to redesign the frontal armor because there was too much frontal armor. And that frontal armor was causing it so that they were instead just shooting at the ship and not actually shooting the front. See right here, the armor's a little big right there. So I'm actually going to reduce and take off the armor from it. Come back here. And also I had fixed the rolls significantly. So you see here's a major change. It's just that frontal armor that I moved forward, so I was moving it back. So it doesn't look so goofy, like almost like a pumpkin, I think. And it will change that. We'll fix that up, as well as all the rolls get fixed up and redesigned better. Such as, for example, my cannon. And if you skip that particular building episode, that's okay. We'll try to cover as much as we can. I fixed it so that they're now dedicated as operator supply, as well as I fixed up a lot of the power distribution here so that they're always constantly powered and constantly going. So we're going to fix this frontal armor here, and a bunch of other things were minorly fixed. Let's come over here. Let's also make sure that we give him enough sulfur. Get sulfur over here. Let's make sure that they're fully stocked up that way. Good to go. Oh, let's take his enriched uranium. That should be good. And then let's also pick up all this extra. Good. Speed this up a little bit. Okay, now that we are finally redesigned and optimized, should actually do a lot better now. I'm going to be able to take on a lot more. I'm going to assume that that wandering guy blew himself up or got killed by wandering something. So, let's make sure we gather some sulfur. So we need to always have a constant stock of sulfur. Now we can turn in that quest. Let me just hit the next one. Like to hit the space station. So I do have a ship back here. And I have a ship over here. So this ship right here, I am going to actually take it. And we're going to load in. And we're going to take in my 10.10.6. We'll take this one in. And this is how this is going to be a 18-man crew one. And I wonder if I just do that, will the space station help me build this ship? Because there's no crew there. They do. That is good to know. So that was just a test and a theory I had. So there's no crew in this ship, you see? It's empty. But you can redesign a ship and just leave it there, and then the space station will rebuild it for you. So that's a good little thing to know about, I think. Come here, let's turn in these quests. I can't get any more crew. Good, good. Quests are turned in. Let's do over here. Let's jump to over. Also, while they're building, you notice, as they're building, the hyper beacon's not manned. So I would really like it if they change that. That'd be nice. So that at least they change the ship crew, so the developer make it so that the hyper beacon's at least always powered. That'd be nice. Or at least have a higher priority. Right? But I guess that stands a good reason, because as they're supplying other things, the hyper beacon is not always powered. And if it's not powered, then you can run into some issues there. Oh, it's taking a... I took the platform with me, tracked it. Alright, we'll come up behind him. And if we're gonna do that, let's make sure his follows much farther out of range, just in case. Let's just take out the... Let's just take out that. Whoa, what am I doing? You're coming up behind him. Okay, good, good. Strip it down. Nothing over there. Okay. Come back. Strip that out. What kind of damages did I take? A little bit of shield, a little bit of laser. Expected. They still took out this side right here, but small price to pay. We get over here too. Let's rip this apart. Check to see they're still building over there. Speed this up. Okay. Come over here and make sure you grab all the goods. Come here, grab all those goods. And let's take out that bounty as well. Now we can turn those in. There's still the asteroid field right there. So, did they redesign the ship? They did. Is the hyper beacon powered yet? It is. So, now I can hit J and jump to there. Unknown signal, let's hit that. Alright. Double, triple confirm. I only have 13 crew. Thought I had a 15 crew. Unless I have another ship out there that I don't know about. That's crew in it. That has no crew. Huh. Alright. Let's transfer crew to the ship. We're gonna... We'll do a 6 and a 7 crew right now. Just so you can start flying around. Take all those resources. Gonna guess this is a hyper beacon. Do a flyby. That is. Take out this. Railgun, cannon, command deck. Let's swing it to the side. Alright, get the usefuls. Turn it around, repair. Alright, powering the ship up. I'm gonna need Hyperion, which I'm concerned about because supply Hyperion. Yeah, okay, supply battery. Make sure that's done so that we can hyper jump. So we can get to the next solar system because that's the ship I'm going to take with me to the next solar system for sure. The other ship down here, I think I'm going to scrap that one. Make sure we go down there and scrap it for its pieces. So even though this is a 6-man crew, this needs to be at least 8-man crew to have one out. To start running around giving power. The ship. Take its core. Okay, still have enough for a couple more. Strategic bounty. Turn the ship. Alright, you can now hyper jump. Turn in this. Well, let's go scrap that ship. Right? It's over there, yeah. Go scrap that ship over there. We're back in the ship. Take out that. Take out this. Very minimum damage. They're doing heavy damage right here. Which is fine. Take the necessities. Like repair it. You can also jump too now, but I think I'm just gonna. Yeah, I will jump you there. You can come over here now, and let's take this one, and let's abandon the ship. Because I just don't have enough crew. Can rip that ship apart. You can come over here, he can turn in this quest. Yeah, 6. Just 120. Make sure he has enough. Still ripping that ship apart. Let's restock our sulfur because we're low. Return it so in case we have to fly or combat. Okay, you are almost restocked. Let's see what you have for quests. So they all have visit 7 through 9. Yeah, we'll do 7 through 9. Sulfur is being restocked. You'll jump to here, turn in these quests. I'll hit this one, and this one, and then we can leave the solar system with a good amount of money for the next solar system. Alright, stocked up. Check the crew. 76, perfect. Hail this station. Turn in this bounty. Can't get any more crew. 25. Only 20. We'll take the hypercoils, fill them up. There we go. Fully stocked up. Refine that way. Okay, and then how many more spots? 38 to 44? Okay. And is that where I think it is? Go here, and then we make it out. We either choose this solar system or go completely out to the next area. We'll make the decision when we get there. But we now have a true, or at least a good battleship. The starter, our first actual real battleship. Take out that, take out this. Circle to the right. Okay. this, repair that. Now I know I'm missing some of this. So when I mean this, I mean uranium. I need to pick up the uranium. Guess it picks up that one more there. So scrap that out. Transport ship should be done. We already are very well stocked to move to the next solar system. The next solar system is this one right here. I believe all the quests we need to turn in will be from here. And we'll make our exit out from that way. Alright. You can jump closer. I really can't store anything more, so it's just quest turning in now. And then pick up all the uranium, so you can already start making your way there. You'll clear out this quest. My storage bays are jam-packed. Big cannon. Disruptor. Take out that. He's angled to be able to hit this. But I still have one more shield protecting it. This part. Repairs. I need to sell off some storage. I don't need that much. I think that's good enough Hyperium. 40. 500 of those are good. That's a good amount. That's a good amount. I want the diamonds. I don't need so many processors. 5 is going to be good. And 20 radium. Take the silver. It's making, okay. Done salvaging. If we're fixed up, we're good. As long as I got the uranium, I'm good. Oh, I didn't get all the uranium. There's still some there. But I'll remember to get closer to the space station. Let's get to this side. Right there. So even though I have speed, the reason I have such big thrusters is to turn around. Because you saw how we flanked, and this guy's a ramming ship. So if you don't have enough turning ability and movability, you can easily get flanked and sideswiped. Still selling stuff. Get closer. I'll have enough silver for a couple more engagements, but I need to keep an eye on it. I'm mining silver just to make sure I am. Hitting the wrong button there. Turn on this quest. Okay, good, good. Makes me wonder. That doesn't give me. Yeah, not even point hitting those pirate bases, except because there's no extra fame. this last one, then turn the quest, and then he can make his way there. He's still... Why? Oh, I bet you... No? Eight compared to 8. So they have the same priorities, but they're not doing... I need more crew. Temporary. Make sure to change that back after. Got that. Side swiping. Good. Some quick repairs. Can't really salvage that. Turn on this quest. Stop all transfers. Push the H key. Everybody should be in the ship. If I can. Should be able to jump to here. Are you still repairing? Yeah, temporary. We'll do that for temporary. Take this. It's gonna jump. Both ready for that. Are we done repairing yet? He is done repairing. We should be able to grab that in there. They're on the ship. Let's go. All these other quests. Yeah, I understand. Get rid of those. Keep the Explorer one though. Now it doesn't even give me. We're not coming back. All right, engage. Right. I need my transport ship. You can jump straight to there. Grab those quests. You can also jump there as well. And you'll start making your way down. Yeah. Visit. That's a very big. I understand. Sure we have enough Hyperion in case we need it. Rather should make it there yet. Are you jumping? Are you not jumping? Jump! Okay, good. Starting to jump. And transfer the ship, its crew, back to my transport ship for now, until I can actually utilize him. So, back to you. Okay. I should have waited till he was closer. Alright. First ship in the new solar system. This is in the higher area, so we'll see. We'll see how this goes. That is a lot. Let's just go straight for the kill. He's doing good damage. He is. So am I. He's a level 9. Okay. Took out some, so it took a level 9. I should have fire extinguisher to take this out. Good. I was just checking to see how it did. Blacksmith. So I remember when I was first playing the game, the blacksmith, when I first got to a blacksmith area for the first ships I was designing, ripped me apart completely. So it's good to know that on Grand Admiral, when I finally got to face a blacksmith, it didn't just come and tear me apart. Alright. Cruise up. That's good. There's a space station there. I need you to get up here so we can start salvaging all these useful materials. It would be nice to have a second ship and to have captured a blacksmith, but I don't even have the crew to manage one, so it'd be nice to have another ship. It's not nice to not have enough crew to man it. Not yet, anyways. We'll get to there. You gotta remember, when you're moving, you're not repairing, which is sad. But I guess the nice thing is that when you move, if you want to get resources that are closer, move, and then it's going to try to get the closer resources. So let's gather all this what we can. I'm not grabbing rich uranium. Okay. That's important because I'm low on sulfur. So now that my transport ship's here, I can take this one right here and I can take as much sulfur as I need. I can transfer the uranium out that way. I can give him critical parts as well as increase his Hyperion back up. That should be good. Now we're going to come back over here and we're going to fix this and put the sulfur again. And we'll give him more sulfur. Or not. Let's put uranium in this slot. Or am I out of sulfur? Oh, I still have a decent amount. Repair. So that interrupts each other. Did you notice that? I had to repair again because I came in with my other guy and he started gathering. And he was just gathering as this guy was trying to repairing. He gathered up the resources for the repairs, stopping his repairs. So just something to know for two ships. It didn't commit the action saying that only he can gather those resources. So that's a neat thing to know about, at least. So if you're playing the newest patch build, the newest game, I think a few minor tweaks here and there they need to change for the game. I'm sure they'll get to it or notice it. I'm just noticing in my game. And I have sulfur. Okay, so this thing drops sulfur, which is good. There should be more stuff to gather. Let's move it a little bit closer, make it a little easier. There will be a little bit longer repairs. We are in a level 9 plus area, so it's gonna be interesting. And now that I know there's blacksmiths in the area, this is an area where I can definitely lose or get demolished. Because I'm only flying one ship, I'm not flying two, so my flanking ability is not... I really need more crew. That's what I need. These quests. Okay, yeah, these quests do. See, these are level 7. What I should do is I probably should take my ship, I should jump to here and work on level 7 quests to work up mine. Because I am on Grand Admiral. This is not a game where I can just, I just fly around level 9 area and blow everything up. I could probably do it, but I'm going to play it safer. It's probably the wise decision. You know, live to fight another day type of thing. Good amount of sulfur there. But I wanted to stop his action so I can jump here and start fighting at a level 6 area instead of fighting in a level 9 area. That's the one thing. When you jump to a new area, they usually have the higher level area next to you, and you have to fight your way through a higher level area just to get there, unless you jump straight to where you're supposed to go. So I want that sulfur, that's for sure. Kill this ship. Make sure I can hire my crew already, because I got that fame. I can already hire my crew, which means what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna transfer crew. I'm gonna transfer one guy to this one, just so I can. No, you can hail with. Come on, get in there. Get to the command. He's flying over now. And get to the commands post. I should be able to fly here, and now I can hail this. Hire more crew. Alright. You should have enough to fly there too. Restock my Hyperium. Alright, big area to cover. Let's take the closest one. I have that crew already hired and good to go. We'll transfer crew back over to also F1. I know I have enough, but I'm right now I'm trying to gather resources. In fact, actually I need to sell off a lot of stuff. Let's restock this. 60 just in case we need it. I'll come back to that. Big cannon, command posts. And he blew up. Just armor, he did damage only to armor. It's good to go. I need to actually make space. Turn this in. It's good. Put in enough of that. 200 is good to have. 100 of this is good to have. We take all your tri-steel. We take your diamonds. Take that much. Take all that. There you go. Go here. Let's harvest all this. Oh, in theory, I should be able to hire more crew too. I can. 28, 36. I can man the other ship. Leaving 11 in there. There we go. Now I'll have 2 ships. Oh, why don't I have steel? Toss this. Fix those. There should be a rich uranium one. Paper coils and coils. I'll live with that. Okay. Resave that so I don't have to worry about those. Turn the ship. I don't even know if I heard the beep on that one. Get back in the ship. That's not good if it's a missile ship. I don't even have any point defenses. I'm trying to make wait for everyone to get in the ship at least. Okay, we're in the ship. Let's take out that power plant. Let's take out these command centers. You can see I just do tons of damage for level 7. There you go. did take a lot of damage though, but that's okay. I'll now have a second ship to help and assist with this. And now I have both of you guys need to get in here. Make sure all my crew's in. Good to go. Did I lose anybody? I lost one man. Making it. We'll see how this ship does in level 7 area. I'm gonna hope it does good. I think it will. I think it'll do okay. As long as they don't target it first. And what I'm still missing point defenses. So probably should load up my secondary ship with point defenses to get rid of those missiles. Be a wise decision. I need to redesign. We're gonna be dealing with a lot of missiles, a lot of projectiles. And even though I have a secondary ship, my secondary ship should also have point defenses. I'm already thinking about it. I should probably already... I'm thinking here and here. But that takes out my boot. That's not a good idea. That's a dumb idea. I don't even... This thing's armored up. Point defenses on the back, but... Point defense back. Yeah. It's actually not a bad idea. Point defenses here. For now. I know it looks goofy, but... kind of make these. No, that's too far. It's too far. Just give it just that right there. Just because I want to be able to still have armor. This way, and just put one piece of block armor right there. Just a little bit more defense in case they do shoot me from back. Okay, let's do that. Just a little bit more extra defense. I'm not gonna do what I really want, but it'll help out. Which also makes me consider this as well. If I have... Makes me wonder. It's always my weak point is if they come over here and they shoot... If they shoot me in... I have lots of fire hydrants there. Thinking pointing a point, and fix the back here. Because even though I have this armor, having point defenses back here actually on my flanks. Why not? Right? Why not? Why not? I know. I know. Give me some. I want to face one up. I mean, if my boosters are exposed already, they're exposed. We'll see how that does. Get some point defenses on the sides for those flanking, for those missiles to come in. Some pointing upward like that. But I don't have the armor piece there in case they do shoot from behind. But they're mainly going to be shooting toward here, toward the middle. So we'll see. If I get destroyed right away, we'll know right away. What defense is there? Get the armor there. It's there. I want more than just 2, though. I want at least 4. I'm making the decision. Make that smaller. And make those corridors. I know. Gives me a little bit where they come down, they can supply them. Gives me a little bit more. It gets the same. Looks funny, but it gives me the same amount, at least coverage. There we go. 4 point defense in the back, point defenses over there. I know it's not frontal, but it's for those side sweeps, because I have a ton of frontal armor here, and I need to cover my backs. Just for those extra missiles. And then this ship will be swiping around, so its back coverage will be able to cover for the back. So we'll see how that goes. Wait. You done farming? There's pieces up here. Build. Alright. Want you to stay on my flank. Let's see how you do. How well you stay there. We'll see how that does. He's far enough back so he doesn't get shot first. That's the important part. So he's my weak ship. Just my supporting ship. And as I can get more crew in this solar system, I'll be able to build a bigger ship. But for right now, he's just my small supporting ship. We'll see how it does. And maybe I even can get 2 of these supporting ships so I have more ability. See how that does. Stay at the edge of the solar, that area. It's probably a hyper beacon. In fact, you can go discover it. There they are. Makes me wonder if I were to say, you face here, but face inward, like that. How do you do? Maybe? I don't think you'll even stand a chance to get in. It'll take too long to fly. Just go straight for it. Alright. Wonder if you can save the defaults. If anybody knows, leave me in the comments below. Tell me, can you save default follow options? Because if I want to follow and I want to stay in this formation, does it have that ability? Does it still give me fame? Doesn't even show cross off here. Bring this out. Alright. Done with that. Transfer some sulfur over. Transfer that 1 crew that I'm missing. Take all of that. carrying sulfur? Carry something else besides sulfur. And don't carry the Hyperion. I need to fix all of these. I don't need you to carry more Hyperion. I don't need you to farm steel. Yeah. Is it full? It is full, okay. Eject that, eject that. Still in follow formation. What are you doing? Come back. Good to go, good to go. Let's see. I want you to stay there. Yeah. He'll do what he does, whatever he needs to do. Let's do that one. That's asteroid field. Go back there, turn on that quest, do all the quests, hire me more crew. Let's see where our crew is at. Okay. Much better. Renegade pack. Alright. Engage the second guy. Second guy's probably the bigger guy. You're in the line of fire. You're in the line of fire. I need you to take out these. And then take out that. Alright, let's take out the disruptors. They're being annoying. He's got a good flanking. He did good. He tanked a good amount of damage, even though this is mainly a disruptor ship, but to tank a level 7 for at least a decent amount and sustain minimum damage, that's pretty good. Alright, turn you around. Get closer. Should get enough crew here, 25. And I need 10 of that. More diamonds. More sulfur, more diamonds. Alright, do I... No, that ship's way too total. Not worth. Even if it did have a... Did I lose crew? I didn't even lose crew. It's pretty good. How much sulfur do I got? Low on sulfur. That's okay. You get closer. Jump there and then fly in. Okay. Are you done? Jump to here. So crew in here, 76. 18 plus 25. Alright, I like it enough. Just gonna save the ship design. 0 we'll go to 6.1. It's good. Alright, enter. Let's come in. Everyone's in the ship. Let's go get him. Too much sulfur. Might not be a good idea, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Did he just vanish? Oh, he just died, actually. Ooh. What is this? Missiles and missiles and missiles? Stocked up? I don't know what it was. Crucible. Can I take it? Let's see what's on this ship. Oh, the command decks are still in place. So it just lost its... I just need uranium instead of other things. How much do I need to repair it? Let's find out. Crucible. Yeah. It's repairable. It's a good missile ship. Good backup missile ship. Already fully stocked. It barely lost anything except for crew and shields. That's a good find. It's a very good find. Let's repair what we can. Where was the airlock? Oh, they're down there. Huh. Need a whole lot more steel, though. I need steel. A lot of it. Alright. Did I take the crew from here? Did. Don't have enough of that. Help them do those repairs real quick. I see the pirate hunter right there. I see you. Oh, they're being engaged already. I'll fix that real quick, though. Okay, the pirate hunter took that guy out, and he's gonna heading straight to my transport ship. So everybody back in the ship. Make your way down here to this guy. Everybody back in the ship. Back in the ship. Cancel. Cancel. Guess I spooked and he's already gone. Or I outran him. Alright. At least I can repair the power plant. Definitely don't have enough. I can start crewing that at least. Give them enough armor in case they do get shot from the front. Fix some bunkers. Don't have enough steel for that. Crew the ship a little bit more. At least 6-man crew so they can fly around. Ooh, hold up. I'm missing 1 crew from here. And I'm missing all that sulfur. Take the uranium. Take the coils. He's fully stocked up. Let's also check our transport ship. Let's fill you up as well. Don't need that. Take at least 20 coils. Take that off there. Have to do what you need to do. Huh? Oh, they fully canceled. Let's walk away from the ship first. And then we'll repair it. Are you designed to assist with construction? You are now. Okay, now let's fix the ship. Fix the criticals. Oh, and he'll be flight worthy. Oh, whatever. I don't want him to rotate, but it's okay. Repairs. Apart. Good. Can you fly? Let's find out. Do we have enough crew to... How much crew is this? Well, I'm missing these other ones. It is a pretty big crew. But it's a good salvage. A little closer. This way. Don't get stuck in the debris. Still making it. It doesn't fly very fast. Well, unless I don't have a ton of guys to supply all the boosters. It's enough to move. We'll use it as storage first. This cannon is interesting. Interesting design. We all there? We are. Get in here. You get in here. Start ripping stuff apart. Get to the next one. I don't want these guys here to repair that ship. Alright. What can we repair now? Everything? Repair it all. Go help him repair. Then after you help him repair, and all that. Set ship up. What is this back? 30? It's probably more than 30. I'd redesign those missiles and everything. There's some sulfur. Hold on. Silver caches are not bad, but it's always good to be stocked up when you come by a silver one. Focus on the repairs on this guy. Fixing all this, fixing all that. What's the minimum crew we need to manage this ship, though? 18-man crew, little ship. I'm gonna admit, in a level 7 through 9 area. Not bad. Not amazing, but not bad. Alright. We're back in the ship. H. Okay. Let's go get him. I want to do... This guy's right behind him. So you see how the back? I got rid of the EMP from the back. That was important. You see how EMP is going to come this way, but it's not flying behind because it wasn't flying forward. So the point defenses took out the EMP from the back. So I didn't lose my booster speed. So that's why they're aiming backwards. In case anybody's wondering or wants to ask that question. And also the fact that my ships aren't always going to be facing forward because this one flies behind. So I can... It just helps with different angles. Where I still have my full damage in the front. And right now my point defenses are not critical for bigger stuff like nukes and stuff. That will come later. Alright, come back. How much crew can I give him? I need at least 6 people in that one. 19. Oh, I don't want to hail him. Well, I guess you could hail, huh? It's interesting. Give him enough of that. Okay. So there's enough to fly. Not enough to fly. Oh, he can fly back there if I need to. Did they repair these guys up? Repair. Face this way. This way. How many you guys have running around? 4? 19? 20. You might be able to get away with it with just a couple more guys. Let's see if I get those couple more guys. How fast do you fly now that you're fully engined up? That's not bad. But what I'm thinking here is take out this cannon, take out this storage here. Just load this up with point defenses and missiles for now. Yeah. It doesn't have a lot of... It only has a small reactor though. I guess we can just go with batteries. Yeah. That'll be a good support ship. No limit. Okay, that one gives me limit, so this gives me a little bit more crew. Good. Carrying steel. I only want 100. Need you for salvaging. I need to try steel. 15 diamonds at least. I don't need more microchips. Only 5. Take all the sulfur. Good to go. Ooh, another ship's coming in. Let's see what he's got. So this guy right here, we're gonna hail him. And let's see what you got. You got some tri-steel, I'll take that. And you got some sulfur, I'll take that. Alright. Let's... I mean, I guess it should use the ammo while it's there for now. It's not designed to have... I need to fix these boosters. Alright, fix those boosters. Sorry for the brief interruption. That should make that at least go faster. Just a little bit. Fix that up. And come over here. Much crew again. Should have closer amount of crew. They should be able to jump closer to right there. That's why I'm sticking there for just a little bit. They're fixing up that. Make it a little bit faster. Not that much more cost. It's a very interesting ship. That's all I'm gonna say. Let's crew them up some more. 19 of 48. There's a good amount of missiles on it, so... do we want to know what its attack defaults are? Wish I could look at it before I even know. But let's go over here. Let's transfer crew and resources. Once it gets a closer range, it is. 28 crew. Give him sulfur. Take that. Give him hypercoils. Well, that's there. Give him that. I'll be right back. I gotta do something, but I'll be right back. Alright, back. $28 crew of 48. Take what you can. 3 ships. I want to be able to take on a pirate base. That's what I want to do. Not flying very fast. But I do want to see how it performs, so I guess we'll slow snail it for now. And if this ship doesn't perform, we'll make another one of these. Or instead of another one of these, we'll build another one of my more damaging ships. So at least have a little bit better of a fleet. My sulfur's okay. We're in an asteroid field, so the ship might not perform the way we want it to. We'll see. Let's fly in formation. I know he's coming, but I don't want to outrun this guy. Come on, get in. That's fine, whatever. Level 7. I didn't even get to see what he did. He didn't sustain any damage. Sure, you launched the missiles. Why are you outside the ship? Because you're helping to repair. We launched a couple missiles. He's too slow. Way too slow. At least we took out another ship, so now we can probably fix this up here in this next debris. Let's see what we can do. I know. Make it faster. Like, gather everything yet? Still working on it. Still working on it. Okay. Run back in the ship. They're still working on that. Still working on that. I think we're good on steel, actually. Let's turn this off. Let's just grab that. Let's grab the important stuff. Or mostly important stuff. Okay. How do you do now? That's doing good. Alright, let's take on this guy right here. But is it a good enough speed? Good enough speed. See how this does. He's gonna get blown apart. Let's just turn around. We'll forget you for now. You can't even take a little bit of damage. You can't even take a little bit of damage. Oh, there's fires and stuff. We're just gonna take its crew. Salvage that later. We come in. It's good. Repair this. Repair this. Alright, get there. Getting closer. Getting much closer. Just that one. Do those for now. So at least they fly at the same speed, so they do good. They do what they need to do. Alright, how much crew do I have in there? 14 of 6, yeah. I get it, I get it. Yeah. Just take the crew. Well, I guess I could. I don't want to repair, I want to rip it apart. Rip the thing apart. Crew 76. Crew 18. Good, good, good. Good, good. What's this over look like? Should probably restock. Help build the ship. For resources. Fill those up. It's away from him. Take that. That's good, that's good. Take those microchips. Take the full 18. That only has a 4-man crew. What? Oh, that was a dumb idea. Okay. Doing the thing. Speed this up. They not. Okay. Doing his thing, doing his thing. What? Really? Is it a bug or a defect or what? I don't know. Load it in. Okay. Work on it. They're all stuck. Well, we'll deal with that later. It's clearly yeah. Abandon that ship. let's build one from scratch. Let's create 22, 36, good. Let's build one from scratch. The guys got stuck, they didn't do anything. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Okay, get that one, and then we can go there. Well, now we can build another ship. I get at least 2 of these guys. Everybody back in. Okay, turn that in, grab the crew, rebuild a new ship. Alright, get that when we get there. Do this one first. That one second. Behind him. Doing what it's supposed to. Good, good. Good, good. Get that up. Okay, go here. And 36 crew. That's a fully crewed ship. Okay. 100, 100. I got a good amount of tri-steel. What's the other thing? Is 10 of sulfur. Okay. Now it can be done here. Let's another ship here. And load this one right here. And I'm missing uranium. Doesn't have any uranium. Yep. We'll get back to it. Once we get a 3rd ship, I think we'll have enough to attempt a pirate base and actually take one on. Should be good. Everybody's in. Behind him. We'll fly at a good speed, so we're good. Yeah. Should be good. Should be good. that out there like that. Good. Transfer. Take that. Give him this. Okay. Good. Good. Jump back here. Take that. Do we have enough? We do. Make it. Whoops. Guess I'll have to fix that later. I don't even know what the side of it was. I'll fix it. Well, if you enjoyed this content, thank you for being here. And go ahead and smash the like button. Leave me a comment, tell me what you like, tell me what you don't like. If you haven't already subscribed, feel free to subscribe. If you want to be notified, if you don't want to be notified, that's fine. Come back once a week, come back once a month, check out what I have here. Thank you all for being here, and you all have a wonderful rest of your day, and catch you in the next episode of No Pause Cosmoteer, Grand Admiral Engage. Thank you again all for being here, and you all have a wonderful rest of your day.